both, I think you've answered it in the question really, but it is really cool playing them after so long, because you have all this time to appreciate it as if it was a song that you have learnt from somebody else, almost. But then you know that it comes from you, so it's like a double thing where it's fresh, but it's also kind of familiar in a weird way. And yeah, the sort of, time changes you as a person, and 20 years goes by and you change quite a lot. It's strange to me to think some of the words that we were writing back then are quite, I don't know, they're quite sort of emotional sometimes, or whatever, quite intense or whatever. And it's not the way that I write songs these days. Maybe it should be more, but it certainly shows you how different you are and how much more raw you can be when you're a 19-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what Andy's saying. I think like back then, the emotion, it was hard to actually separate the emotion from the performance. We were so into the songs and the music and the lyrics that I couldn't really separate myself from them. So that you go through all of that on stage. But now I feel glad to be able to experience the song in a very sort of powerful way. But I'm glad to be somebody who's experienced life a bit and has children and be able to enjoy it more fully and in a way make it a more convincing sort of performance, because you're not getting completely lost in it, but you're able to sort of, it opens up a window to your 19-year-old self, but you're still in the present, which I find really, really perfect, really.